Hello. How's everyone? Trying to eat some more pasta. Today I'm going to cook um my I got some chicken I cooked. I'm gonna wait for it to cool off and gonna put that in the asparagus I picked. It's gonna get cooked in with some wheat pasta. I think that's what I'm gonna use. Got spinach pasta too, but I don't know. Hmm. I may do something else. I can reach another flavor. I don't know which one I want to use today. What would you use? Wheat, regular pasta, spinach, or something else? But I think I'm going to use this. I got to use it up. Might as well. Might as well use it up. Have I got enough for another meal for me? No, let's go another bag. I'll use whatever this is. Let's make them. I want that. Sorry, I had the pasta out. Okay. Alright, I'm going to use vermicelli when people get here. See, I go live, no one's there. Well, if you're here and you're busy, at least give me a hi and go about your work. Let me know you're here. I don't want to make sure I'm not just talking to myself. I'm just trying to find a noodle that I want to cook with today. I think I got one. I'm going to use these little bow ties. They're miniature bow ties. Get them in the Mexican section because if you don't know this, a pasta is just a pasta, but these are cheaper than some of the other pastas. I buy them in the Mexican section of my grocery store. They're only they're usually like 33 cents a piece. Now they're like, I think, 45 cents a piece. And they're 7-ounce bags. So that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. I'm going to be moving y'all to another part of the kitchen so I can get over here and show you. Put this so y'all can talk and see me at the same time. So, hi DR. Just gonna move my camera so I can get over here and put some pasta in the water. Let's get down with it. All right. And I got asparagus I picked this morning out of the garden. I'll have a video on that. I'm gonna give it a quick rinse under the sink, and I'm gonna put it in my pasta water in with my pasta as I cook it. I just break it up in little pieces, and I cooked it and it's still warm, but I cooked 2 pieces of chicken. Just boiled them in some chicken broth. And I'm going to break and use as much of this that is still good to use. The further down it gets, the stem gets tough. See that right there? That broke. But this little piece is too tough. And it takes about 10 minutes for the pasta, 10 to 15. And it takes that long for the asparagus to get cooked. So I'm just breaking them. And that doesn't want to break that easy, so I'm not going to use it. How are you today? I'll turn around in just a second. But I don't know if you were here when I was talking what pasta I'm going to use. And if any of y'all use the same kind of pasta, then that's too hard, so I won't use it. down, just break up in pieces. And I'll show you the pasta in a second. This is still breaking pretty easy, but it's making, yeah. Now this, no, that ain't gonna break. I use some Mexican pastas. They have all these little bags, and in our grocery store, I think they're about 45 cents. They were 33 cents. And there's 7 ounces in the bag. Excuse me. And this is bow tie. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah, it's a good day today. It's sun shining. It's Good Friday. I heard back from my contractor that's going to do the work in my house. He's coming in the morning. He had couldn't come today because he's got church that starts in a couple hours, and he's singing in the choir at his church. He had to go early so they could rehearse for tonight's Good Friday service. So he's coming tomorrow. But these are little bow ties, and I got my pasta water that I cooked. Well, I call it pasta water, chicken broth that I cooked it in. You know, don't take a lot because there's nothing but me and so maybe half of the bag is all I need. And these are 7-ounce bags. I don't know what kind of pasta you have in your country, your state. Oh, you're fishing, Brer Bun. Have fun. I haven't been fishing in a couple of years. I've got all the gear. I'm not a real big fisherman when it comes to picking up the fish, so I hold a towel and hold the fish that way to take it off the hook. But we had a fishing tournament in our town. Every year we have it on the opening day of fishing for the summer. And I used to go to it. One year I won for the senior citizens group. How, I don't know. Don't remember. That was several years ago. But I forgot the last couple of years. I'm going to try to remember this year. It's always the first Saturday in June when they open up the fishing. I have not been fishing in a while. I don't know. I'm not sure if I have to have a fishing license or not. But on that day, anybody can fish in a a state park or your local park for free in Georgia. And then over a certain age, I think you don't have to have a license. Under a certain age, the kids can fish for free, but I don't remember the details on that. It's been a while. But I don't eat fish, so it's not worth it for me. It is if you're going to have fun, and fishing is fun, but it's not worth it to me sometimes just to go. It'd get me out of the house this summer if I did get fishing license, though. Yeah, I need a fishing partner, and I don't know of anybody around my neighborhood that I'm close enough with to go fishing with. So, and I'm just taking the chicken off the bones, and I've got the pasta and the asparagus in the water. And the chicken's cooling off. A little bit, a couple minutes late getting on here because the setup didn't work. I had to reset up my stream. I don't know why it didn't work. So it didn't take long to do it. Anyway, no, I'll put all this chicken in there. It's just 2 chicken legs. Catching federal fugitives want to do what? Uh, Probably not. We used to have, my husband's family had a 400-acre farm and they had 2 ponds on it. And because the one farm was across the street from the other, but that's long been sold and gone. We used to go fishing down there all the time. When they go down to go check on my husband's granddad that lived there at the time, we'd go down there to see them every weekend, help out. My husband would help out in the cow pasture, but we'd go fishing. We'd take a bucket, go fishing, like a bucket in our pool. And then his grandmother would take it into the kitchen and cook it up, whatever we call it. Now, we weren't allowed to catch more than what we needed. That was his grandfather's rule. And if you didn't want it, you had to throw it back. If it was too small, he was half Cherokee, and they believed in praying for their food and the God to give them only what they needed. And it worked out. Anyway, washing my hands real quick right on. I'm right here, but you can't see me. Guess you want to call this, if I let it cook down enough, it could either be pasta with chicken and asparagus. If I let it stay with all the water, chicken soup, I guess. But I wanted something different. I don't know if any of y'all go to church on Good Friday. I hadn't went to church on a Good Friday in years. So I might add just a little more salt to this to season that. To season up the rest of the pot. They had to add a little water to it, but I just thought I'd come on and have some fun and see who's here and who wanted to come in and talk in panel. Anybody want to come up? And I don't care if you got broken English or you know English or another language. As long as I can understand you, it's okay. Come on. Who knows? I've made some of the most wonderful friends that I call them my friends and family now on YouTube. Because sometimes family members don't give a turkey. They don't care. And sometimes family members do. Anyway. But I may get out my spinning wheel too and spin a little bit with y'all. I have to rearrange my setup again, but I wanted to get this cooking while y'all are on camera. It's looking pretty good. Probably could have chopped up the asparagus a little bit smaller, but that's okay. It'll all get cooked and done at the same time. I don't know if Big Mac is here, but if you are, hi. I'll shout you out. You were good help to me last night with some good talk, understanding some few things. I didn't get my other camera turned on, my other computer yet. I tried, but I had to get in here. I was running late. Because you know me. If you don't know me, I stayed too long looking at another video. So, anyway. So, well, I have 7 people watching. That's great. Can you just put a hi in the chat room? If you're working, I can understand. You know, you don't want your boss to catch you. So, anyway, anybody got anything they want to talk about? So y'all are very welcome in my house, my chat room house. Yep. Anybody got any good summer plans this summer? Or winter plans if you're in Australia? Trying to figure out want to do something different this summer. You know, I would like to go to see. I'm going to see my grandson in his birthday in May, but I would like to go back this summer and take him to one of the amusement parks around there. They live in Florida, but there's one called Peppa Pig. It's next door or across the street from Legoland in Orlando. And I said, well, that would be neat. They have a hotel at the Legoland, an all-inclusive package. And for my 6-year-old to be grandson, we could do both. Oh, you're heading to winter. So y'all are like Australia. So we're in springtime. Y'all are in fall time right now, I guess. But it would be neat if my daughter and him can't come, they can just bring him to me. We'll stay 4 days or so, 3 or 4 days. And they come pick him up, take me back to the airport. I go home, and me and my grandson had a blast. Because they got to work and they can't take off, but they might can take off long enough to, yeah, they might can take off long enough to bring him to me. Because at the hotel there, at the Legoland, they have a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So I wouldn't have to leave because I drive, but not well enough to want to take him out at night. And so I said, well, we'll already be there. I get the dinner pack, inclusive dinner, and we can eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. Yeah, I only had one daughter, 3 miscarriages, and God gave me one beautiful girl who, when growing up, you couldn't tell me and her apart. But as she got older, she got her dad's hair color. She's got a brownish. My husband had jet black hair, so she's got dark brown to blackish color hair. I don't. I have normal blonde. Yeah, I watch several YouTubers that are from Australia. I watch one called uh, Big Ben, Living with Big Ben, or something like that. He's a dumpster diver, and they're just getting into their fall, and we're just getting into our spring as of what March 21st was, I think, springtime. Yeah, but I love my grandson, and he loves playing Minecraft and games. I love playing Minecraft. Any of y'all play or have friends that play, let me know and we can find a server to play on together. I bought the new Minecraft game that's coming out on the 18th. It's called, what is it called? Minecraft Legends. And I've seen YouTubers who got pre-access to it play it. So I hope it's not going to be as hard as it looks. But I'm not into the Fortnite or games like that. But be nice. I could try it sometime. Yeah. So, all right. I'm going to show you the pasta. It's about done. You can tell because it's doubled in size. But we've got a couple more minutes to go on it probably. I'll put the chicken back in and add some, I use what I have on hand. I think I got a little bit of cream of chicken soup I might put in it. Let me see if I got any left over in the refrigerator. I did have part of a can, but I may have used it. I used it, so that's all right. But I'm going to use a little bit of, it's called half and half. It was on sale, and so I bought what was on sale because I can buy milk, but I don't drink enough milk to use it. Yeah, they're in the morning time. I watch a guy from England too, and yeah, but I put half and half instead of a milk because I don't use enough milk to buy it. I put half and half in my cream potatoes. I put half and half in my soups. I also have used whipping cream, but I don't know if anyone else noticed in their town, whipping cream in the United States, you couldn't find it for a while, or they doubled the price, and I wasn't going to pay that. So this is just half milk, half cream, which is, it's not, that's what I use. But take the chicken and just dump it in. And this will be enough meal for me, probably 2 meals, maybe 3 meals. So I'm thinking about next week doing a cooking again, but I'll give everybody the ingredients beforehand. Hey, Kristen, but let everybody know what I'm going to cook beforehand and what you might need if y'all want to cook along with me. Something simple, maybe, or if you don't have that ingredient in your state or town or country, just come and watch me. But let that cook another minute or two, and this is what it looks like. I could put some flour in a little bowl with the milk and make it thick, but I'm just gonna leave it as is. Well, that was my tasting fork, so excuse me. Put it in the sink. Get another one. Yeah, I've heard of Fairlife milk. I'm not a big milk drinker, and so I'd rather cook with it. Making you hungry again? You got organic beef, chicken, swine, tasting vegetables, farm, without the chemicals. It's all relative things. Oh, you don't have any sheep or alpacas, do you? Rare? I have a spinning wheel. I may go in there and take the sit down. I'll take y'all in there maybe to the couch and sit down and spin some. Yeah. Oh, you got buffalo. The warmest fiber. It's 7 times warmer than alpaca fur. Buffalo or beefalo. My friend from Texas, out in Goodyear, Texas, has a buffalo farm. But I spun some buffalo before, and I made me a little sweater with it, or a cape like little thing to go around your shoulders. It was so hot. I said, that has to be when we got below freezing temperatures to wear that thing. So, anyway, I'm going to turn this off. Just let this sit here because it's done. And that'll be my supper in a couple hours from now. But put my milk cream up. All right, I'm going to walk in there. Hopefully we won't go dead. So let me do something real quick and I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'll be back on my camera in just a minute. But I'm going to get my spinning wheel over here in front of me at my chair. And we can sit and talk, and anybody wants to come up, you're welcome, maybe to. Or I may just keep it me, I don't know. But, and I can plug up my computer again. I don't know if y'all have laptops and the battery says it's going to be about a 6 hour, laptop time, but it only lasts half that amount. Yeah, if you have a garden, like I'm gonna put out a video in a day or two, gonna premiere it of my garden again. Some of my stuff hasn't come up yet. Some of it may not come up. Some of it come up way more than I thought. The seeds did, so they did pretty good. So I'll show that probably in a maybe Sunday. I don't know. That's Easter. I want to premiere it maybe tomorrow night. I don't know yet. Hadn't decided. But I've got it downloaded and ready to go. But I didn't do anything special to it. But I don't know if y'all can see my spinning wheel or not. I may have to back up my thing. Well, it's not gonna work. And it ain't gonna work the way I want, but y'all can still see me. I'll turn it down that way. You see my all messed up table over here. Hey, that's life and it's living. I'm living, But y'all can see my spinning wheel. I'm spinning silk. Silk from India. I used to get you used to go to yarn shows and hadn't been to one in several years, but I got a lot of silk. And most silk comes from the India region. But I am spinning, this is my blue silk. I dyed it myself. What I dyed it with, I don't remember because it's been years ago. And have you ever had a hobby and said you wanted to put it down for a little while and pick up, pick the, pick it back up and say, oh, I'm going to do this a little bit. So I started spinning again. What I'm going to do with it, I have no idea. May mix it with mix it with something else, maybe, I don't know. But this is my yellow. Go that way with it. Yellowish gold, but when it spins out really light because it's not a full coverage on the dye when I did it. But I'll just break off a couple pieces because a little goes a long way. I'm variegating this. I also have another color in here if I've got any of it left. I've been adding it in just as a accent because I didn't have a lot of it. Got a little bit of green. It was actually the blue, but this is the color it came out because it was at the bottom of the dye pot. This green reminds me of the color of Andes. It's a candy we have here in the United States. It's called Andes candy. They're little mints, chocolate on the outside, green on the middle, and this is what this color reminds me of. I got a little bit of that green, and this is the same. It's a little bit gotten a little darker, but I didn't put any green in the water. That's just what was left at the bottom of the pot, and it pulled out green instead of pulling out. And then I found a little more silk in the same thing that I forgot to dye. So I've been picking up just the plain every once in a while, color and putting it in. You text me price on what? Oh, on the buffalo fiber? Yeah, my friend from Goodyear, he got Ted Turner in this, and when he brings his. If you don't know who Ted Turner is, he was a famous person who owned CNN. He used to be the owner of the Atlanta Braves, our baseball team. Well, now he owns Buffalo Farms, and he's got restaurants. And they send and the restaurants get his buffalo. And when they bring the buffalo in, before they kill them, they take shears and they shear them. Or if they're not going to kill them, they'll shear them and send the buffalo back to the pasture. So, but I'm going to add a little bit of this green next. So, anyway. Do y'all have anything like this? Now, I watched a lady from Africa, and she was spinning yarn, but she had a different kind of, I call it contraption. She had a hand spindle, like I can't get it out, but I've got a hand spindle stuck in there. Anyway, and then as she did that, she wove a rug with it. I don't have a loom to weave with, but They showed her spinning, and then they showed her the next clip. She took what she spun, and she'd weave a rug. Remind my email's there. You can go through my email if you have a way to do that. If not, I'm sorry. Just let me know it's you in the email. I have no idea what I'm going to make with this when it's done, but I may have had plans for it when I first started, or it may be just that I was spinning to spin because I used to go to a spinning group. Yeah, we have some of the ladies in the group I used to be in would spin and weave and crochet and knit with it with all their yarns. And one lady, she did some research, ancestor research, and found her Scottish heritage, and she made herself a tartan. That's what I think that's what they call them. Look it up. She spun her own colors that were her flag, her heritage, and anyway, that was years ago. I hadn't been to that group since 2015. It was about a 45-minute to an hour drive, depending on the traffic. And I didn't want to do that anymore, especially with a group that was like, you're not in actually their group, their clique. Let's turn this up a little bit. I said, I'm not wasting my time and money anymore going there. They were a nice group, but when they have certain people that they trust over other people, and more people get recognized than you do when you did something great, I just said that was enough. I'd rather go where do what I want, where I want, when and where. So, my husband didn't care at the time that I went. That wasn't a problem there. He just, well, it's a hobby that kept me at home. But once a month, I went to the meetings. Then he didn't realize how much the yarn cost. Yeah, it keeps me going. But I had to throw away in the last 2 years. I had to throw away probably $400 worth or more of yarn because of the bugs that got in it, and so you got to be careful. And the bugs got started in my house from another lady in our group. She was giving away, every month we had a freebie table where free stuff people, they didn't like the yarn, didn't like the fiber or something. Well, she brought in a bunch of fiber and everybody was going after it left and right. I didn't pay any attention. And I brought it home in the bag that it was in, set it down in my room. And I decided 3 or 4 months later, I started seeing these bugs flying around. Yeah, what made me mad about it is that that same woman had said something about people make sure your fiber's clean when you bring it. You're not washed clean, but in other words, no bugs or anything in it clean. And she did that. So I said, oh well. Anyway, yeah. Now I don't know if y'all have ever seen the show. It's a marriage show that comes on our TLC, and there was a lady from Johannesburg that was dating somebody, and in the background you could see a lady doing some spinning at wherever they were at, or they were wherever the goat was. They were shearing because you can spin goat too. Might have been a sheep they had in the background. So this is done all over the world. Yeah, I can't think of the guy's name, or I wouldn't tell you the story. There was he was a monk, Buddhist monk. I can't think of his name, but he was a big spinner. Oh, what was his name? Famous, but I can't think of his name right now. He did spinning. American football player named Rosie Greer, who's I think he's long passed away. I don't remember. He could knit and crochet. But I can't think of that monk's name now. It's a famous guy. But I'm just gonna stretch it out a little bit. That's easier to spin. There's more than one or two ways you can spin fiber. You can fold it over and spin from this way and have it pull up like that, or you can spin from the ends. I spin from the ends. Who's the famous singer? Me? I sing at it. I was in the chorus when I was in high school, but I wasn't ever a soloist. I'm not that great. I can sing in a choir. I can carry a tune. But thank you. I don't know if y'all can see the color coming through or not, but it's not dyed solid. Uh-oh. I didn't leave it in there long enough in the dye pot when I did it. It's been several years ago that I did it. Uh, but it works for me anyway. Then I get a bad piece and I just put it off to the side. Do any of y'all have channels I can follow? You're welcome to put your link in the chat room, and I can look at you if you ever go live. And I'm 99% sure this is not even spinning. It's not all the same consistency because I started it probably 5 or 6 years ago. And so I said, instead of taking all this off, I'll spin all this up and then I'll get something else out and spin it. I've got some alpaca still left. I've got some wool left, not much wool left. I've got lots of different kind of silks still left. So Yeah. And if you want to get precise with your spinning and have it all even, go right ahead. Have all the colors, even out however many inches or meters you want your color to be. I just take off a piece and I start spinning it. Then I take off another piece and spin it. In America, we call this variegated yarn, which means like a stripe. You know, you go a little bit, you'll have a green. Go a little bit, and the color might be blue. Just whatever color I say the grocery store. Some grocery stores have yarn. I know they do in England in the Aldi stores. They have yarn. I saw it on their website. When someone posted on the Facebook Aldi's page that I like. But my Aldi's doesn't have a yarn yet. Don't know if they'll get it if that's just a European thing. But, our craft stores and our big stores like we have Walmart. I don't know if y'all's countries have Walmarts. I haven't seen any of our Targets unless they have. Oh, you don't have any of the albino buffaloes? That's rare. His name is Ron, the guy that has the big buffalo farm. He used to go all the yarn shows. I haven't been to a yarn show since 2015. They used to have one in Atlanta every year for several years. Hey, Art, I made my dinner while you were gone, and I fixed some more asparagus. I got that video I'm gonna put out maybe tomorrow as a premiere. But with it being a holiday weekend, I don't know if I should wait or just put it out anyway. Maybe I'll put it out before Harold's singing, and that way, then I go right there to the Harold singing tomorrow night. I don't know. It's ready to be put out as a premiere. It's about a 20 something minute long video of my garden and my asparagus. But anyway, I think the guy's name is called Ron Michigan. Michigan, I think his name is. He's out of Goodyear, Texas, and has a big I think he's still got his buffalo farm. They semi-retired from doing that because it took a lot of time to have buffalo. So anyway, do any of y'all do any kind of spinning or crocheting? Men can do it too. Now I done spun up all that blue, so I'm gonna pick up my yellow. Don't know if y'all can see it, but it's yellow color. And I'll get it ready to spin. Stretch it out, pull it out. Don't remember if there's a technical term for this or not, but you just gotta loosen the fibers up to be able to spin them. So, yeah, we missed you last night, Art, and Harold's Bible study. Everybody's wondering where you were at. I said, well, I seen him earlier in the day, and he said he was busy. So I don't know if he's still busy or not. There were about 7 or 8 of us in there that were talking in there last night. I don't know how many actually were there listening or lurking around. So, I didn't know. Took a nap, forgot to get up in time. Well, when Aaron was leaving and said, he had to go, it was over, he put up the link to it by accident with, his shaky hands. He hit the wrong button. And so I popped in and everybody was gone. And then next thing I know, Big Matt popped in and we talked about another 30 minutes. Had a good conversation on how to get my hours up for YouTube. They gave me some pointers to go live, go live every day if you can till you get your hours up. Do premieres because premieres give you double the what I think Big Mac said. So now we're talking about going to a YouTube convention. I may have put that on the back burner. Big Mac gave me an idea just to look up how to do it on YouTube, and you'll find a lot of people talking for free. He said, unless it's really something, like I know, unless it's really something I want to do, he said, but they're also out there, if you go to these conventions, you can get a sponsorship sometimes. You'll see all these people who want people to sponsor, do a video with that. That's the only thing that I really need to work on. Is getting my hours up and see if I can get some sponsors eventually. I'd like to get an e-bike. I see a lot of these YouTubers who are getting these bikes, electric bikes, and they're not paying for them because they're doing a whole video about the electric bike. But I'm only 4'9", and I hadn't rode a bike in years, so I said, why not? I'd eat a trike, a 3-wheeler. But my area doesn't have any good places to ride, so I have to ride around my neighborhood. I can't get out on our major road. What is car? Car what? What'd you say? Car Wars? I don't know what that is. How to pronounce it. Is that gonna be for your Wednesday thing? Oh, crawfish. Okay, and I didn't know. I'm not a fish person. It's something I don't eat, but I like to fish. And it's been a couple of years since I've been fishing. Uh, Crawdads. Okay, I know what a crawdad is. The mud bucket. Mud mud something. It's another word for them. Yeah, they popular down in Louisiana. Mud bugs. Yeah, something. I knew it was something. I was watching a YouTuber last year. I think it was. Might have been the year before last. They went crawdad hunting. What they called it down in the bayou. They said they were going to go crawdad hunting and get some mud bugs. But when I was pregnant with my daughter, who's now 40 years old, I got sick of fish, and I tried it and I couldn't eat it. I got really sick from it. So It's something I've not had a big taste for. Yeah. And sometimes I stretch it too far and have to pick it up and start again. Let's see, how's it looking up here? Looking pretty good. Let's go back a little bit with it. Anyway. Hey, Echo. There's the link if anybody wants to come up. You're welcome to come up and say howdy. Tell us about your day, or if you don't have time, I understand. Yeah, Harold told me that you can't have Wi-Fi where you live, and then you have to live off your data plan. But okay, but I also found out. Well, I knew this at Streamyards. I can't have people go live on their end for mine because I don't pay for the Streamyards. Because I'm cheap, I guess. I do the free side of things. But then Big Mac told me he was going to send me a link where I could get it for 10. So maybe if he's listening, he'll remember to do that. So I might try it for if I'm going to get enough people coming in. Anyway. Got my dinner all cooked, and I'm just going to sit here till I see everybody has to go. Why not? Anybody welcome to come up. I come up on y'all's, so it's time to come up on mine. Jokingly. I know y'all. I'll come up and live stream from somebody else's when they do theirs, if they don't mind, because I can't do it. Picking out the little piece of something out of this, it's doesn't feel good. You ever watch the video on how silkworms work or make their silk? It's kind of interesting. I've seen those in the past. One of the ladies in our group used to grow silkworms. Yeah, but I got a problem going on. It's sticking to my pants. The fiber will stick to your clothes. I do have a apron I wear sometimes when I'm spinning. That way it sticks to the apron and not me, but it's sticking to my pants. But I wasn't paying any attention. Let's see how many I got watching. Let's look on my phone and tell me. 10. Well, hello everyone that's watching. But it's interesting to meet people from all over the world here. We got people in here from all walks of life, and we got a guy in here from Johannesburg, or he was, if he's still here. And it's fall time there for them. Springtime in Georgia, beautiful day. Finally, if you probably didn't hear, I was talking to my contractor today, and he's coming tomorrow and giving me a price. Cause he has a Good Friday service tonight, and he's had to go. He was at church when he called me. He said he'd be here tomorrow morning. I thought about going out and looking for me something to wear for Easter, but I'm not going anywhere. Hey, Nicole.
Hey, it's the first time I've come up on my phone.
Yeah.
See if I can still see chat. Oh, no, that's for, comments. Oh, okay, so you can either see chat or you can see you.
Do
Can't look
whatever.
at both.
Yeah. But what time is your wedding?
It's at 6, but we have to leave at 5. So everybody's.
If we plan to leave at 5:30, that gives plenty of time.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
That'll it'll take 5 minutes, not even getting Clyde and Shelby.
Okay.
Is the grandbaby in the wedding?
I'm on Roxanne's live.
Oh,
Say hi, Roxanne.
Hi.
Got a house full of people trying to get showers and get ready for the wedding.
Sounds like fun.
Come
Is
here.
the grand girl gonna be a flower girl?
No,
No.
Uh-oh, what did Grandpa give you? He gave you some junk mail. Okay, go see what it is.
Hi.
Come here, you want to say hi? Come here. She is in love with her grandpa.
And
I bet.
I love that she's in love with her grandpa.
Yeah, she follows him around.
Yeah.
Although he, plays with her not hard, but, more physically than we do.
Right.
So she likes that, getting thrown around.
Oh yeah, I like that. Is that a dress or a top? I like it. Color looks good on you.
It's actually like a maxi dress. I got
Yeah.
it just to put on over my bathing suit to wear to the pool. But I just put it on after I took my shower. Oh yeah, good. You got all kinds of papers. What? Why did Grandpa give you all these papers? You want to say hi? You say hi?
Or did granddaughter just take the papers?
No, Grandpa went out and got the mail and brought it and gave it to her. And you're welcome. It's all junk mail, huh? Okay, go put that in the garbage. Go throw that part away. Go give it to Grandpa to put in the garbage. Okay. Harold's live too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's at a park somewhere.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't coordinate. Well, you probably can't come up on his live because he's probably not doing it through StreamYards.
I don't know what he's doing. He was like sitting on a picnic table or something. And I just said hi, you know, getting ready for the wedding, and didn't stay. So
Yeah, he's up.
Hey Alexa, turn on the light.
let me get
Yeah,
my earbuds because I can't hear you. Just a minute.
that's all right.
Okay.
I need to get me some earbuds. I've got what do you call them, headphones, but I want some wireless ones.
Let's see if I can prop you up just a minute.
Um, your Harold's probably back at Lake Lanier again. That's where he was last time.
Okay. Wait, hold on. There you go.
And I know the hymn praise for
Yeah,
joy.
I see. Thank you.
No, I don't. I don't know that song. I don't think. If I heard it, I might know it.
There we go. What is it?
The hymn of praise, my joy overflows. The name of the song.
Oh no, I haven't heard of that.
Growing up as a teenager, I was in our youth choir and stayed in the choir even after I got out of the youth. So,
Whoops. Sorry about that.
21, 22. I think I stayed in until I was 20. My daughter was born when I was 24. Then we moved out of that town, and I didn't go back a lot to get into the choir rehearsals because it was 30 minutes away, you know. So, but anyway. Yeah, I like the hot tub you were in. I want to look that up. If I get me a back patio or an area to put one, that would be neat if it's not one of those expensive ones. Uh, oh, Echo froze or had to go. She'll be back maybe. Why she got kicked? Rare Bond. Someone told me that your wife passed away. How long ago? I guess everybody's still here. I got 8 people watching there. A little bit of lag probably for some of y'all. If I knew how to stream Harold's while he was talking, I would pull up Harold's video and we'd watch his. If y'all want to go and be in his, go right ahead. He's outside. When I get when I have time, as it gets warmer, I'm gonna do some outdoor videos on my phone. Got to figure all that out. And I'll go to our local flea market that we have. Well, we have two close to us, but someone said one of them's closing. So I don't know if the one that's been there for something bit my nose off. Something. I don't know if the one that's been there for 40, about 35, 40 years is closing, or the one that's been there about 20 years. 15, 20 years on that other one. One of them is in a storage facility. But anyway. Let's see. I could go into Harold and cut out the volume. Let's see who's in his. Well, Youper's in his, Wild Man. So I think what I'm going to do, since he's on, and I may cut mine short, unless y'all learn both of them. I got a spot on my nose. Anyway, who's still here, who's not, who left, who went to, somewhere else land. Oh, I didn't see Echo come back. Okay, sorry, I didn't see you come back. You're still froze. Echo. Am I the one that's froze or you froze? No, I think you froze, Echo. Oh, she lost again. Oh, I may come back on live again later tonight then. Do a pop up. Um, yeah, I figured you were. That's okay. I think I'm gonna get off in about a couple of minutes anyway and go over to Harold's live. But last night Big Mac told me about a coupon you could get to use for stream yards, and it's not but $10. So I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out, Big Mac, when I see Big Mac again, where I can get that, or was it a one-time special someone found? But I don't really want to pay for it unless I'm gonna be using it a lot. But that means that you could come on and you could stream from mine. I can't have people stream from mine because I don't pay for it. The extra. Um, almost to the end of this little piece. Might as well get the rest of this text on. Yeah, but we have a big park here I could go to. Hadn't been to that one in years either. It's called Sweetwater Creek State Park, and I might do that one day. Take y'all to the park there. And then I have another park that's close to my house. It's a little community park, but I could not find anywhere to park at it. I went by there and I says, no, I'm not parking on the street. You pay 25. Well, I want to be able to have, if anyone wants to come on and stream from mine, they can. But I really don't want to put extra money out unless I'm going to know I'm going to be able to get that money back. You know, if somebody want to fund me some money to pay for it, I'm joking, but if anybody did, I wouldn't refuse it. But no, I just don't want to put it out there unless I know what I can get for the next price up. And he said there was a $10, so I don't know if that's unlimited or not, but I'm almost used up my monthly already. But I still got like probably 4, 5, 6 hours left, and they sent me a thing that was almost used up. And I said I still got another 3 or 4 days before it's used up. Yeah, I can do that, but my email is always up, and that's my PayPal. And I put on my community page my wish list if anybody wanted to see my wish list, you know. But I've got to get my hours built up. I thought I had 3,000 hours. I have 2,300 and something as of last night. So I don't know if I read it wrong last week or YouTube sent the wrong information. Yeah, I can ask for donations. That's what my email's up there for. If anybody wants to donate anything, go towards my house fund or my internet, paying for StreamYards or something. But I'm going to try to do some different places to go live at. But it would be on my phone. If I did that, I could probably still do StreamYards, but I wouldn't be able to see the chat. So I'd probably just have to do regular YouTube. Well, that was great. So I'm all for it. It's a hobby of mine now to do YouTube. It's also was a thing to get me, from something to do when I'm bored. My husband passed away and staring at the four walls and talking to a dog all day long. That wasn't fun. So anyway, I'm done with spinning for today. I've done it about 40 minutes or so, and I can't keep it up much longer. Got my dinner cooked. Gonna eat that in a little bit. But I think if Harold's still talking, I'll just check. Oh yeah, he's still talking. So I'll go over there and may come back live tonight. I don't know. Or if Harold goes on live or anybody, I'll go in there if they'll let me and go in their StreamYard and stream for mine. Might get some interesting people again. As long as they're nice, they can stay. If not, I'd start blocking them. I had to block one of those guys because he kept typing 911 in the chat room. 911. And I'm not having those YouTubers that like to blow up places and do that. yet. It's just a hobby. You can make up. So I think Matt told me last night. You can make up to $2,000 a year, and it won't go against your if you're an older person. So I said, okay, I'll take that if I could, and put it in a savings to get it built up, and I can start taking trips with it and videoing my trips. But it's just a trip 2 hours away from my house for the day. As long as I'm home by dark, I don't drive at dark. Like I was going to video when I came down to your place, but my neighbor's not quite keen on all that. So I said, no, I can't do it. So I asked her to video some while I was down there, and so I could see her perspective. She said, I'm not videoing that party. I said, forget it. I'll do it myself. And I'll just have my own perspective. Anyway, all right, we'll see y'all in Harold's video. It's been an hour and 21 minutes here. Not bad. An hour and 21 minutes with 8 people watching now. That's not bad. Yeah. So, all right. We will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a blessed day now. See you at Harold's or somewhere else. Yeah. I mean, it's illegal in Georgia to take video just about anywhere except a mall. So, all right. Talk to you later.